Alright, before we get into the video, I'm going to talk to you guys about foottrading.co.uk, our trading site that's there to help you guys make millions of coins throughout FIFA 22. We've already got people in the Discord that are sitting well over 5 million TP with millions of coins on their account, basically building and trading and doing whatever they want on this game without spending their hard-earned money on FIFA points. So what do you get for your money? Tier 1, £10 gets you access to the low budget area across all platforms. You also get access to our trading areas for chem styles. That's anchors, hunters and shadows. And we just launched our icon area for you guys. Every single tradable icon is on there to help you guys trade with them and make millions. The access for tier 2 includes fluctuations. This is an area of the site that is incredibly overpowered. It tracks the market 24 hours a day. It shows you the low point on cards, the high point on cards, the average price that card has been at, and gives you guys an ideal price that you guys can go and buy that card at and flip it on for pretty much guaranteed profit. We don't say it lightly when we say you guys will make millions of coins if you utilize it. If you've already subbed, make sure you join the Discord. If you're debating subbing, join the Discord as well. It's completely free and you can talk to website subscribers directly and ask them what they think about the site. But for now, let's get into the video. Yo, what is up guys? Welcome back to a new video with me, Fuzzball40. As always, if you're new around here, subscribe down below and make sure your notifications are turned on so you never miss an upload. We're on Project Fuzzball 40k. We just hit 30,000 subscribers on the channel. We're looking to reach 40,000 subscribers. When we do that, we'll be giving away a next generation console. And it's mad because we've already nearly done 10% of it in the first couple of days. So thank you to everyone that subscribed. A lot of you guys are DMing me saying the trading tips have been brilliant. You're making a lot of coins. And that's what matters. This video relates quite heavily to the next area of the website that's going to launch. And that is special cards. We have a massive area on the website and it's all the special cards on the game and it basically gives you buying and selling prices and it tracks them along the market. But this year we're seeing it's become a lot easier to track the market on special cards, and there's a massive trend going on with how cards are doing once they leave packs, especially those that are very, very usable. But even cards that aren't rising yet are worth buying, and I'll explain why in a minute for you guys. But yeah, basically it's so easy to make coins with Team of the Weeks. Specifically, we're looking at informs at the moment. Obviously, when we get new promos, you're going to get the Ultimate Scream cards or whatever they decide to call that this year. And whatever promos we get between now and then, they get added to it. And the same sort of mentality goes with those sort of cards. Although informs, in my opinion, are probably the safest cards to invest in and buy into because they're usually required for other SBCs. But we'll go into detail of that. As usual, going to head over to Footbin, show you guys what you're looking for, what you should be thinking about when it comes to buying these cards. I'll be right back. Alright guys, welcome to ye old FootWiz. As usual, we use FootWiz. It's the best site to use in terms of checking prices and doing whatever you've got to do. But yeah, these are all the Team of the Week so far. We've had 3 of them so far. The 4th due to be released very, very soon. And we're going to look at a few cards specifically now and show you what they've done in and out of packs. And there's a really, really important trend going on, and it's a very easy way for you to make coins. So let's start by looking at Jesus Navas. Now, Jesus Navas, I believe, was Team of the Week 2, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, he was. Jesus Navas. So I can show you what he started off doing when he first came into packs. He absolutely got down low, 37k, and then he's risen steadily ever since. All the usable cards that take up positions in the major leagues that are good cards, very, very good cards, are rising when they leave packs, and they're rising very, very quickly. Now, Jesus Navas, for example, he's probably the only massively usable right back in La Liga. You've got Dest and you've got a few other decent players, but Navas is the one that everyone likes. Why? Number 1, links to Kunde, who a lot of people use. Number 2, very pacey. He really does fit the meta this year, and as you can see, he left packs and rocketed. And you're seeing this for a lot of them. Gabriel Jesus, right wing. There are some decent right wingers in the Premier League, but again, he provides good links. It's a very good card. There's always a little bit of hype about Gabriel Jesus at the beginning of the game. What happened? In packs, got down to as low as like 149 on Xbox. Has steadily risen since, and he's now up at 198 on Xbox and 220 on PlayStation. A very hefty rise from him. Again, comes with the fact that he has so much hype about him. Even his gold card, a lot of people used him in Champs Against Me this weekend, and it was infuriating. It's very, very good. But he's risen. Barella, again, probably the atypical example of this. He's 140 right now. He got down to 75 at 1.81 there, 75, and he rose steadily. And he kept rising and rising and rising. And even on Saturday, this car was buyable at 108, okay, 108. It's now 140,000 coins. From a low of 75, he has nearly doubled in price. Why is that? Again, there aren't that many usable centre mids in Serie A. There's not that many. He's one of them, so his normal card is very usable. His inform even more so. But it fits the meta really well. Agility and balance, very good. Good pace as always. Decent passing. Decent shooting without being incredible. Decent defense. It's a very good box-to-box, but that 97 stamina as well makes a massive, massive difference. Nkunku, another one. Down low, we'll show you it here. Down low, again, fits the meta quite well this year. Again, his lows were sort of 28. I think he got 29 there, 28. And again, he's risen, and now he's up at 45 and 48. There's a recurring theme here. The cards tend to be moderately high rated, but again, those sort of pacey central midfielders that are in major leagues, pacey defenders in major leagues, they've done incredibly well out of packs. Now, why is that? Once they leave packs, that's it. Supply ends. There's only so much of them. And the moment that it comes to someone like an Nkunku, for example, he links to Klosterman, which is very, very good. He links to Upamecano. He links to Lacroix. Sometimes it's just about using your brain on these players and going, well, what links do they provide to players? And Nkunku links up half of the Bundesliga. You can literally stick him in the middle of Upamecano, Klosterman, in a triangle in the middle, and you get perfect chem across that. It's really, really easy. And he's done very well from it. He's done very, very well. But let's look at some other cards. Luis Diaz, for example. 14,000 coins. Again, got to a low of like 12, 14. Why is he not risen so much? 83 rated, was quite packed quite often. But again, his links aren't great. He's Liga NOS, which is okay. It's not terrible. Colombian, his links are never going to be that good. And so he hasn't really got the demand. Sarr from the Premier League, again, has done okay. Like sort of 43, dropped there, forget that. That's an anomaly. And then what after that? Sort of dropped off and kept the same. Why is that? Because we've got other options in the Premier League that came along in terms of Gabriel Jesus. You've obviously got Salah. But again, 82 rated. There's a lot of him on the game. Doesn't mean that he's not demanded, but it's a good card without being an incredible card. And when someone like a Gabriel Jesus comes along, it will hold down his price. Does that mean he stays low? Potentially not. He could rise a little bit more into Weekend League next week. You never know. But again, Senegalese, Watford, yes, he's Premier League, but the links he provides, are they that great? Not really. So just be mindful of that. But again, Vinicius Jr., 5-star skill moves, Real Madrid, Brazilian. I know he's only 83 rated, but I don't rate this card that highly. People love him. He's 232k at the moment. And that's from a low when he was out of 119. He's nearly doubled in price. Again, what happens? He gets packed lots. Price gets held down. He comes out of packs. People build their teams, buy him. He comes off the market rises. And so you need to be looking at this. When it comes down to looking at these Team of the Weeks, you need to be looking at what's important. So if you look at Team of the Week 3, it's actually quite light in terms of players that I'd really look at. You've got Foden, he's good, potentially. I think he goes up a little bit, but do I think he bangs? Probably not. There are left wingers in the Premier League like Sterling and whatnot that are just as usable. But I do think he rises. I'd steer clear of players like Son. They're a lot of money to be putting into a card. I wouldn't bother. But you can look at each Team of the Week and go, hang on, what's in there and where do they fit? And the first thing that you go and do is, let's say theoretically Navas did come out. I would just go to my squad, for example, and I just go and have a little look at what right backs there are in that league. And so you can go, okay, cool, Navas is an inform. He's Major League. Let's have a little look at La Liga Santander and see what they've got in terms of usable right backs. And as you can see, there aren't that many. You've got really Jesus, Navas, Carvajal you probably could use in Kappa, but no one's really using those, let's be honest. Navas with pace. And you keep flicking down. You've got Montiel. Again, is he really going to... him or Des really going to challenge Navas? Not really. So you can use a bit of common sense and say, okay, cool, these cards will do well once they're out of packs. And that's what I'm going to be looking at because it's something that's happening quite consistently. And realistically, I think you could hold these cards for a few days, a week, and see a very big return back on them. But there's another thing to think about here. Most of the other informs are holding low, pretty much close to discard value. Not all of them, but a lot of them are holding very, very low. If you look at Azpilicueta, for example, only 14k and an 85 rated Premier League right wing back. And again, you'll be able to pick him up cheaper at different points in the day. Locatelli, 12,250. Lafont from the Ligue 1, again, 11,000, not far off discard. A lot of these cards are holding low. And my advice to you is to try and buy them as close to discard as possible and leave them in your club. Forget they exist. If you've got a spare couple of 100k, go and buy one of each of these and leave them in your club. Me and Dan have been talking about it a lot on stream recently. Why is that and why would the reasoning be for that? I'll show you. Wendell, for example, there, Brazilian left back. Trust me, he'll do well at some point. If I show you last year, Bafétimbi Gomes, when he first comes out, pretty much holds sort of 15k, even lower than that at times. Out of packs, he riz, and he went up and up and up and up and up, and at points got to 50,000 coins. And I know it's months later, it's like a month later, but 50,000 coins, even if you'd chosen to sell at this point here, you're looking at something like 20,000 coins profit off of him. Again, Zielinski, we'll have a little look at him. 39,000 coins there, but that's from the price currently. Again, sort of held 19s and eventually got up to 32, 33. Kept going up and up and up until, again, 50,000 coins. Another example for this, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg from the Premier League. Starts low, 12,000 coins, and rises and rises and rises. Again, gets up to sort of 59,000 coins. Now, even if you sell a few weeks later at 27,000 coins, you're still more than doubling your profit. And why is that? It's because people go and do SBCs. So there might be, I don't know, a player SBC. It could be whatever SBC there's going to be. And they go and try and link it up. And a current team of the week that's in that team of the week won't provide them the chemistry. So they've got to go and dig deep back into the team of the week archives. And they see someone like a Højbjerg. Thing is, this Højbjerg has a limited supply. It's only been in packs for a week. And people would have been putting him into SBCs. And so let's say, I don't know, I'm going to theoretically say it. There's 100,000 Højbjergs. There might be more than that, might be less. But let's just say 100,000 of them. Goes into packs. He leaves packs. And from that moment onwards, people start putting that card into SBCs, okay? Some people might use him as well, but mainly SBCs. So from 100,000, within the weeks that come, he drops and drops and drops and drops. EA then bring out an SBC that requires a team of the week that a lot of people are going to do. It could be a guaranteed upgrade pack. It could be a guaranteed, let's say, Ultimate Scream, a guaranteed Ultimate Scream player, all that sort of stuff. EA bring that out. The team of the weeks absolutely rock it because you have to use one to get the chemistry. And these cards always go up in value. And it's a no-brainer. If you've got the coins and you can get them as close to discard price as possible, you will not make a loss. I can guarantee it. You will make profit. There's no two ways about it. And it's a really easy way to sort of later on, like yesterday's video when I talked about putting the silver cards into your club, it's the exact same thing, just on a higher tier, but even more profit, if that makes sense. It's a really simple way of guaranteeing yourself profit. And there's loads of cards already. Again, look for Major League. That's what you want, the top 5 leagues. And ideally, Major Nation to link it up easier. Someone like a Lafont is fine. So Sonali's not too bad. But you want to get them as cheap as possible. So realistically, you've got 24 hours more of these cards being in packs. So could you go for these cards? Of course you could. You definitely could go for these cards. Potentially, though, it might be worth waiting for Team of the Week 4 because you're going to get Division Rival rewards. You're going to get Weekend League rewards. All these cards going into rewards for Team of the Week 4, and that means you'll be able to buy them pretty much at discard price. I know Aspilicueta at one point this weekend was low. I think you got, yeah, there it is. So on Sunday, 12,100 coins is what you could get him for. He's now at 14.5. He got very, very low. 12,100 on Sunday. It's not far off discard. He's 85 rated. At some point, he's going to be needed without fail. He'll be needed. And also remember, if fodder rises, he'll rise with that. Simple as that. But that's how you work with informs and team of the weeks. I will be doing this all live on stream. So if you want to check it out, feel free to check it out. It will help you guys make loads and loads of coins. Don't forget, subscribe to the website. You will make millions of coins. Simplistically as that. And Project Fuzzball 40k is in full flow. Next generation console to be given away once we hit 40k. But if you're new down here, subscribe down below. All that awesome stuff. I love you guys. Thank you for the support. But for now, I'm out. Peace out. I'll speak to you soon.